As the unstoppable expeditions of Shivaji Raje continued to trouble Sultan Ali Adil Shah, he grew increasingly concerned about the security of his territories in Maharashtra. With Afzal Khan's demise and the defeat of Fazal Khan, Adil Shah found himself in search of a formidable general who could put an end to Shivaji's ambitious endeavours. In his quest, he turned to Siddhi Johar, a brave soldier stationed at the formidable fort of Kurnool. Hailing from the resilient Siddhi tribe, known for their strength and loyalty, Johar embodied the qualities of a true warrior. The Siddhi tribe's legacy, epitomized by the legendary Malik Ambar's feats, resonated in Johar's blood. Summoned by Adil Shah to Vijapur, Siddhi Johar arrived with his formidable Habshi army, a force to be reckoned with. Welcoming Johar with open arms, Adil Shah bestowed upon him numerous gifts and the prestigious title of Salabat Khan. Under Johar's command, Adil Shah appointed seasoned officers like Siddhi Masood, Rustam Ejman, Fazal Khan, Mudholkar and Baji Ghurpade, bolstering the ranks of Johar's army. With over 35,000 soldiers, Johar's army rivaled the might of Afzal Khan's forces. Furthermore, Adil Shah reached out to Surya Rao Surve and Jaswant Rao from the Konkan region, urging them to lend their support to Siddhi Johar in his campaign against Shivaji Raje. Finally, Adil Shah dispatching a missive to the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb in Delhi, seeking his assistance in quelling the rising threat posed by Shivaji Raje. With his alliance forged and his forces amassed, Siddhi Johar stood ready to confront the indomitable Maratha ruler, setting the stage for a monumental clash of titans. When the news of Siddhi Johar's impending siege reached us, Shivaji Maharaj was positioned in the town of Miraj, situated about 40 miles east of Panhala Fort. Understanding the strategic importance of Panhala as a bulwark against the encroaching Adil Shahi forces, Shivaji Maharaj made the crucial decision to fortify the stronghold and establish it as our base of operations. With its commanding position on the edge of our kingdom, Panhala provided a formidable defense against the approaching threat. On March 2, 1660, we entered the formidable walls of Panhala, bracing ourselves for the impending onslaught. Siddhi Johar, realizing the futility of a direct assault on Panhala, opted for a prolonged siege strategy, seeking to starve us into submission. Surrounding his fort with his vast army, Johar commenced a relentless bombardment, aiming to exhaust our provisions and force our surrender. Despite his efforts, our defences held strong, with Shivaji Maharaj's meticulous preparations thwarting Johar's attempts to breach our fortress walls. The accuracy of our cannon fire kept the enemy at bay, frustrating Johar's ambitions. Fazal Khan, recalling the British's formidable artillery capabilities, proposed enlisting their assistance to break our defences. Siddhi Johar, recognizing the potential benefits of such an alliance, dispatched a diplomat to appeal to the British stationed at Rajapur. Persuaded by the promise of future trade concessions from the Vijapur Sultanate, Henry Revington, a prominent British officer, agreed to lend his support. Arriving with a powerful long-range cannon, Revington's artillery joined Johar's forces, heralding a new phase in the siege. As the British cannon thundered against our fortress walls, Shivaji Maharaj watched from atop Panhala, enraged by this unexpected betrayal. Yet, despite the formidable firepower at their disposal, the British artillery failed to breach our defences. Trapped within the tightening noose of the siege, our hopes rested on the arrival of General Netoji Palkar, whose intervention could turn the tide in our favour. A great danger hovered over Maharashtra, as the formidable shadow of the Delhi Sultanate's emperor, Aurangzeb, darkened our doorstep. Having received Adil Shah's urgent missive, Aurangzeb saw in Shivaji Maharaj's audacious exploits an opportune moment to crush the rising Maratha power. Thus, seizing upon this chance to eliminate a thorn in his side, Aurangzeb dispatched his maternal uncle, the formidable Amir-ul-Umrao, Nawab Bahadur Mirza Abu Talib, renowned by the name Shaista Khan, to Maharashtra on a mission of conquest. Shaista Khan, a stalwart adherent of Aurangzeb's cause, possessed a wealth of military experience, unmatched bravery, shrewd intellect, and a ruthless disposition. Backed by an imposing force comprising 77,000 cavalry and 30,000 infantry, Shaista Khan marched unyieldingly towards the heart of Deccan, intent on subjugating the southern reaches of Bharat in Aurangzeb's name. As the drums of war sounded ever louder, we braced ourselves for the impending clash, knowing that our resilience would be tested like never before. As Shivaji Maharaj remained trapped within the walls of Panhala, besieged by Siddhi Johar, Netoji Palkar tirelessly worked to reclaim territory from Adil Shah's control in the southern reaches of Maharashtra. When news of the dire situation reached Netoji, he understood the urgency of rescuing Shivaji Maharaj from Johor's clutches. Seeking counsel from Mother Jizamata at Rajgarh, Netoji couldn't bear to meet her gaze, ashamed that he hadn't yet freed Shivaji Maharaj from Panhala. Mother Jizamata's words were stern as she rebuked Netoji for his hesitation. She declared her readiness to take up arms herself to rescue her son, the king of the Maratha kingdom. Moved by her resolve, Netoji knelt before her, pledging to go immediately to Panhala and confront Siddhi Johar to secure Shivaji Maharaj's release. With determination, Netoji and his comrades departed Rajgarh, embarking on the 130-mile journey to Panhala. For the past several months, Netoji and his battalion had been engaged in relentless battle against the enemy forces. Facing Johor's army, numbering 40,000 strong, with only a fraction of that strength, seemed a daunting task. Yet, Netoji was resolved to challenge Johor and aid Shivaji Maharaj's escape from Panhala's grasp. Word soon spread in Johor's camp that Netoji himself was en route to Panhala. Johor, however, was not to be outwitted easily. Tightening the siege, he dispatched a small force to confront Netoji and prevent any interference with his plans. From atop Panhala fort, onlookers witnessed the unfolding battle, hoping for a glimmer of hope in Netoji's arrival. But Johor's meticulous arrangements ensured that every aspect of the siege was tightly controlled. In the ensuing battle, Johor's troops fought with ferocity, while the weary Maratha soldiers, fatigued from their previous expeditions, faltered and fled the field. Netoji's defeat dealt a heavy blow to the kingdom, leaving him as its last hope against the encroaching threat. Ashad, the fourth month of the lunar calendar, brought relentless rains. But even amidst the downpour, Siddhi Johar maintained a tight grip on the siege of Panhala. Every guard post and patrol was meticulously managed, leaving no avenue for escape. Shivaji Maharaj, troubled by the encroaching threat, pondered fervently on potential escape routes. His hopes soared when Maratha spies successfully discovered a narrow gap in the siege, a path fraught with difficulty, yet free of guards. With the discovery of this precarious route, Shivaji Maharaj devised a bold plan. He dispatched his diplomat Gangadhar Pant to Siddhi Johor's tent, bearing a letter that purported Shivaji Maharaj's unconditional surrender. As Gangadhar Pant read aloud the contents of the letter, Siddhi Johar hesitated, wary of falling into a trap similar to Afzal Khan's failed attempt at Pratapgarh. Yet, considering the potential gains, he reluctantly accepted the terms, believing he had the upper hand with his vast army encircling Panhala. After 4 months of unrelenting siege, Shivaji Maharaj conceded to surrender, a decision that momentarily eased Johor's hold on Panhala. Rumours spread quickly through Johor's camp of Shivaji Maharaj's capitulation, lending a sense of victory to the Adil Shahi soldiers. On the night of July 12, 1660, under the cover of a stormy sky, Shivaji Maharaj, accompanied by 600 Maratha soldiers, embarked on their daring escape. They followed the treacherous path discovered by the spies, aiming for the safety of Fort Vishalgarh, 40 miles to the west. Unbeknownst to them, Vishalgarh was also besieged by Surya Rao Surve and Jaswant Rao, acting on Adil Shah's orders. Cut off from external communication by Jauhar's blockade, they pressed on with determination. Navigating the rugged terrain in the darkness and rain, their hearts raced with each step closer to freedom. As they descended towards Jauhar's camp, the soldiers braced themselves for any eventuality. The storm provided cover for their audacious escape, as Jauhar's men remained sheltered in their tents, unsuspecting of the Marathas' flight. As the Marathas broke free from the suffocating grip of the siege, a collective sigh of relief swept through their ranks. Yet their elation was tempered by the daunting task that lay ahead, traversing another 40 miles to reach the safety of Vishalgarh. With determined resolve, they pressed forward, the palanquin leading the way through the rugged terrain. Leaving behind the rocky hills, they plunged into the dense forest, their boots sinking into the sodden earth with each step. The rain-drenched foliage veiled their path in darkness, adding to the urgency of their flight. However, their progress was abruptly halted by the sight of two mysterious figures lurking in the shadows. A ripple of apprehension spread among the Marathas. Were these shadowy figures the eyes and ears of Siddhi Jauhar, lurking to thwart their escape? Frantically, the Marathas scoured the darkness, but the elusive spies had vanished, exploiting the cloak of night to evade detection. Realizing the imminent threat of the spies reaching Jauhar's camp and alerting their pursuers, the Marathas sprang into action. Swiftly they brought forward a second palanquin, this one empty, save for a soldier who bore a striking resemblance to Shivaji Maharaj. 20 soldiers joined him, mimicking the movements of the decoy palanquin, while Shivaji Maharaj and the bulk of the troop diverted onto an alternate route, hastening their journey through the labyrinthine forest. As chaos erupted in Jauhar's camp upon receiving the staggering news of Shivaji Maharaj's escape, a stunned silence gripped Siddhi Jauhar. His months of meticulous planning seemed on the brink of collapse in the face of Shivaji Maharaj's audacious flight. With resolve born of desperation, he swiftly dispatched Siddhi Masood, his trusted son-in-law, and 2,000 cavalry to pursue the elusive Shivaji Maharaj. Through the relentless downpour and treacherous terrain, Siddhi Masood and his men pressed on, their determination matched only by their frustration. Finally, they spot a palanquin, accompanied by a contingent of Marathas, and moved in to intercept. Upon questioning, the Marathas claimed that the occupant of the palanquin was none other than Shivaji Maharaj himself, sending a surge of triumph through Siddhi Masood. Yet, as the palanquin was brought into the camp and its occupants illuminated by torchlight, their exultation turned to disbelief. Doubts arose as the captive's identity came into question, revealing him to be a mere barber bearing the name Shiva, resembling Shivaji Maharaj in appearance alone. Siddhi Jauhar's fury knew no bounds. His hopes dashed once more as Masood's failed pursuit cast a pall over the camp. Undeterred by the setback, Siddhi Masood and his forces set out once again in pursuit of Shivaji Maharaj. Meanwhile, as hours passed and Shivaji Maharaj and his men trudged onwards through the rain-soaked wilderness, a distant clamour reached their ears. Glancing back, they beheld the furious charge of Masood and his cavalry, closing in on their fleeing figures with relentless speed. Recognizing the peril facing their leader, Baji Prabhu Deshpande, a valiant warrior in Shivaji Maharaj's retinue, swiftly devised a plan to buy time for their escape. With a heavy heart, he implored Shivaji Maharaj to press onward with a portion of their men towards Vishalgarh, while he and 300 soldiers remained behind to confront Siddhi Masood at a narrow mountain pass. Though filled with sorrow at the prospect of parting ways, Shivaji Maharaj entrusted Baji with the solemn task promising to signal his safe arrival at Vishalgarh with 3 cannon shots. With resolve etched on their faces, they parted ways, each aware of the perilous journey that lay ahead. As Masood's army arrived at the narrow mountain pass, Baji Prabhu Deshpande and his brave Maratha soldiers stood firm, blocking the enemy's path. With each passing moment, Shivaji Maharaj drew closer to Vishalgarh, but Baji and his 300 Marathas knew they had to hold off the enemy for another 2 hours. The clash of swords and the thunder of hooves reverberated through the pass as Masood's army engaged the Marathas in fierce combat. Despite their relentless assault, Masood's forces could not break through our defenses. The sun rose higher in the sky, casting its light upon the battlefield where Baji and his men fought with unwavering determination. As Shivaji Maharaj approached Vishalgarh, he beheld a troubling sight. Jaswantrao and Surya Rao Surve's men had surrounded the fortress. It was a stark reminder of the betrayal that plagued our homeland, as those sworn to protect Maharashtra now stood against us, seeking favour with our oppressors. While Shivaji Maharaj and the Marathas clashed with Surya Rao's forces, they managed to break through the enemy's ranks and enter the safety of Vishalgarh. Raje ordered 3 cannon shots to signal Baji, knowing that his loyal warrior was still engaged in the fight at Pawankind. In the mountain pass, Baji Prabhu fought valiantly despite his grave injuries. Many of his fellow Marathas had already fallen, but Baji remained steadfast, a beacon of courage amidst the chaos of battle. As the sun reached its zenith, the mountain pass was awash in bloodshed, a testament to the sacrifice of those who defended their homeland with unwavering loyalty. Then, amidst the tumult of battle, 3 deafening booms echoed through the pass, signalling Shivaji Maharaj's safe arrival at Vishalgarh. With his final breath, Baji Prabhu Deshpande fell, his sacrifice immortalized in the name of the mountain pass, Pawankind, a testament to the sacred duty of those who laid down their lives for the freedom of Maharashtra. The death of Baji Prabhu caused immense sorrow to Shivaji Raje. After defeating Surya Rao and Jaswantrao and a few days of recuperating on Vishalgarh, Shivaji Maharaj set out for Rajgarh to meet Mother Jizamata. The journey was filled with a mix of emotions: relief at his escape, sorrow at the loss of Baji, and anticipation of reuniting with his mother after a year of separation. As I accompanied Shivaji Maharaj on the journey, I couldn't shake off the weight of Baji's sacrifice. His bravery and unwavering dedication to the kingdom had left an indelible mark on us all.